at the same administrative level as to how many public and private schools are providing education at that administrative level. And incidentally, you also have Tehsil education officer who has never been held accountable by any provincial government because the person was never tasked for any responsibility. He is just there and doing it, drawing the salary. So now you have a situation in which at any administrative level, you have a proxy of the demand of education and then the proxy of the supply of education. You can match them and you can see the mismatch. That will guide you for the need identification, for channelizing the resources, for reducing that mismatch. Suppose stakeholders agree on that, next level can be the services provided by provincial government in that very social area. Here, education, and you can map them. So those geotags can be expanded into forms in which you can populate those forms with the services provided by provincial government, maybe by pure government, maybe by private sector, maybe by PPP. In the third step, you can further overlay with the fiscal comparison, something my friend Jasim already talked about. We are in a crunchy situation. We need to conserve the resources. We have to think about the ways data can guide us to bring in efficiency in our service delivery. So that next step, you can think about fiscal comparison, that if government is taking 12,000 rupees per pupil per year for ensuring certain levels of education, is it achieving that? Maybe not, because we have been listening to this, that eighth grade student is not able to do third or fourth grade mathematics. When you go take the numbers from PCF or Zindagi Trust or Punjab Education Foundation or Sindh Education Foundation, you see that 8th grader is able to do at least 6th grade. When it comes to private sector education provider, their schools may not be coming to the typical definition of schools. Curricular and extracurricular, both things should be, one should be able to do. But still, you see that within 12,000 or less, they are maybe able to get the learning outcomes which corresponds to that 8th grade. So then you can have a picture of fiscal efficiency. Same can be done for health, same can be done for economic services. I'm not saying that this data is ideally available to undertake all those comparisons at this stage, but I'm just suggesting that these are the lines, these are the direction we should think about seriously. If we keep the benefits and then work back, think about the uses, work back, think about the fusions, work back, think about the digital infrastructure, the issues from the governance, access, standards, formats, APIs, and then consider our data. Then instead of guarding our turfs, we would rather be thinking about that how can we go take our data producers through all of these steps so that it becomes usable, it can be used. But if we do not think this way, if we do not consider about the uses, the benefits, and we do not consciously think about that, we need to create the stories. We need to think about the benefits. We need to think about the increased transparency, increased coverage, improved fiscal efficiency, better development outcomes, better social access, better economic access. If we do not think about benefits, then believe me, we won't be able to push ourselves and go through all these steps which I just talked about. So data storytelling, data uses, benefits is so very important. If we do not do it, then we won't be able to create the demand of data. And then we will continue producing data in our silos at different tangents, wasting the resources. And after every 3, 4, 5 years, we'll again be asking that we put earmark so much resources for these sectors, and what is the outcome? So the importance of data, I mean, it cannot be overemphasized. It's my belief that any NSO, and PBS is your NSO to begin with, the provincial bureaus of statistics, because I see them as the mirror image of any NSO. They form the data ecosystem, national statistical system of a country. It is the provincial bureaus whose capacity needs to be increased. It's the provincial bureaus who should be guiding the provincial line departments for better identification, for better services, for better policy, policy reviews, and better outcomes. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for very, very detailed elaboration of how we can use this data. Well, we talk of the data. We always talk of digitalization, and digitalization is an enabler of the better use of data. And the government of Pakistan is very cognizant of the fact that last 2 weeks ago, I was sitting with the Prime Minister for a Jinnah Medical Complex review, and he categorically mentioned that I want digitally advanced data-driven healthcare system in Pakistan. And that would be the first initiative in Pakistan, in the history of Pakistan, that will be entirely automated Jinnah Medical Complex. Now, going forward, when we talk about the government role, the Prime Minister Office for Youth Development and its team, including Shahbaz Shamsi Saab sitting over here, has been very instrumental throughout the process while moving this initiative forward. We have a video message because the Rana Mashood Saab has to go with the Prime Minister to for the this laptop ceremony, so he couldn't make it. So he sent the best wishes. Thanks to Shaman especially for his support at Netherlands Embassy, all the development partners, and a video message for you to listen. Please.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Distinguished guests, colleagues and partners, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Welcome to the D4D Symposium, a platform that underscores the importance of data in shaping evidence-based policies. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to UNFPA for initiating the D4D, particularly recognizing Dr. Louis Shabane, Zara Jabi and Rabia Pasha for initiatives for youth development. We are also grateful to SDPI, especially Dr. Abid Suleri, and special thanks go to UNFPA for extending support to the Prime Minister Youth Program Office in the development of Youth Development Index tools. The Youth Index is globally recognized framework for tracking the well-being and progress of young people aged 15 to 29, measuring youth development across key domains including education, employment, health, equality, peace and security, and political participation. The upcoming YDI exercise planned for 2026 will provide Pakistan with a powerful evidence-based tool to design and implement youth-centered policies aligned with international commitments and national priorities. By identifying disparities across provinces and districts, the YDI will support more equitable resource allocation, reduce regional inequalities, and ensure that no young person is left behind. It will also strengthen accountability by enabling policymakers to assess impact and refine youth programs for lasting results. Recognizing Pakistan's unique realities, the YDI integrates reproductive health of youth and peace and security indicators, including the impacts of terrorism, conflict, and climate-induced disasters. This ensures youth development is measured not only by economic progress but also by safety, stability, and community resilience. The YDI is closely aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, linking youth outcomes to targets on health, education, gender equality, employment, reduced inequalities, and peace, reinforcing Pakistan's commitment to global development agendas. With nearly two-thirds of Pakistan's population under the age of 30, youth represents the backbone of our nation's future. The YDI, therefore, is not merely a measurement framework but a strategic instrument for policy reform, institutional strengthening, and holistic youth empowerment. In closing, I would like to reaffirm that the Prime Minister Youth Program Office and its youth department remain fully committed to advancing youth development through evidence-based policy making. We look forward to continuing and strengthening our collaboration with UNFPA and SDPI and all partners to ensure that youth remain at the center of Pakistan's development agenda. These partnerships reflect the power of collaboration in shaping inclusive, future-ready development pathways, and I look forward to productive discussions and shared learning during today's session. Thank you very much.
That was Rana Mashood Saab. Well, when we talk of development, the role of parliamentarians and representative of the assemblies have been very instrumental. Before I call Madam Amna, I must have to appreciate the leadership and management of Louis Shaban, his team, especially Muqaddar Shah, who called me last night that you have to come because you can make it happen. So, and for of course, with us in Planning Commission and then hijacked by UNFPA, but she's doing a great job. So, Madam, you are here and you've been, very instrumental as a focal person for this youth development. I would request your remarks and then we'll go for the launch. Please come over.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A lot has been said already, but for the instrument that I have to make a closing remarks. So distinguished guests, colleagues, partners, and the youth of Pakistan, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Louis Shaban for initiatives for youth development. We are also grateful to STPI, especially Dr. Abid Suleiri, Dr. Naeem Zafar, and our special thanks go to UNFPA for extending support to the Prime Minister's Youth Program for doubling the efforts and expertise of Dr. Shehbaz Shamsi in the development of the Youth Development Index. We often repeat that the statistics of Pakistan is around 60% of the population is youth, under the age of which is under the age of 30. But we must ask ourselves, is this demographic a liability to be managed or an asset to be empowered? Today I speak not just as a part of the Prime Minister's Youth Program as well, and in these capacities my answer is very clear. Our youth is our greatest strength, but only if we have the right opportunities and the right and that right is Youth Development Index. The Youth Index is not a report or ranking, it is a diagnostic tool. It measures youth development across 5 key domains: education, health and well-being, employment and opportunity, political participation as well as civic participation. For too long, policy in Pakistan has something based on intuition. The YDI forces us to pivot this evidence and tells exactly where we are succeeding and, importantly, where we are lagging behind in our group and regional peers. As a legislator, the YDI is on my scorecard. It enables us as a nation to move beyond the topic. See a low score in the employment, it is a signal that our and our budget allocation for the vocational training has to be increased. It allows me as your representative to push for legislations also that target specific gaps, whether that is digital inclusion, mental health support, or to the youth leadership. We cannot legislate in the dark. The YDI turns on these lights. Wearing my hat as the focal person for the Prime Minister's Youth Program, the YDI is our operational manual. Every initiative we launch under the Prime Minister Youth Program is a direct response to the indicators found in the YDI. For instance, the laptop scheme, it addresses the digital divide and also provides education for the far-flung students for the far-flung areas where digital inclusion is not really possible. Our youth business loan schemes tackle the gaps by fostering entrepreneurship. The youth movement encourages participation in climate action. We use this data to ensure that the state resources reaches the right youth in the right way for the maximum impact. Ladies and gentlemen, the YDI teaches us that the youth development is not a single department's job. It is a nation imperative. And today it makes me so happy that Pakistan today now sits with national and international partner together for developing this index so that we can also be on the forefront of making an impact. Pakistan stands in the epicenter of the development. By adopting YDI as a compass, we commit to a future where we are not just counted, but counted on. Let us pledge to improve these indicators, not just for the sake of ranking, but to deliver the promise of prosperity as stated by our Prime Minister every time that he speaks to the millions of young people and millions of the young people who dream towards us. We look forward to continuing our strengthening our collaboration with UNIFPA and all our development partners to ensure that the youth remain at the center of Pakistan's development agenda. Thank you very much, and Pakistan Zindabad.
Madam, don't leave, please stay over here because you have to do a very critical task. Madam, along with Louis Shaban, Naim Saab, Suleri Saab, I'll request you to join us. We have to go to the IT Dex and launch this youth development initiative. And anyone else, which I don't know who Suleri Saab is also part. But I have these names: Shamsi Saab, yes, Shamsi Saab, and maybe Shazad Saab. So, where we have where is the deck? Press the button, madam. Anyone from that one? We have to go over there, or we have to bring the laptop over here. That's the button. Fine, madam. So, madam, when you are on, then let us know. You have to press that mouse button, actually.
Next would do it, madam. I'm not doing
Yes, yes.
Huge development. This is a huge responsibility. Okay. So let me know when we are.
Let us know, madam. Here you go. Is it start? Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, that's the dashboard. यहाँ पे आ गया, उधर भी आ गया. All right. So picture now. Sarah. Thank you, thank you. So before you leave the souvenir also, can you please bring the souvenirs and the order for presentation also? सबसे पहले किसका है? किसको देना है? Amna. Madam Amna, you have to present souvenir as well. So first I will request Dr. Louis, please come forward and take your souvenir for data for development from Madam Amna. Thank you. After that, we have Naeem Zafar Saab, Chief Economist, Pakistan Bureau of Statistics. After that, Shamsi Saab, Dr. Shamsi.
Thank you. Is it ready?
All right, now it's the other way around. Dr. Louis to Madam Amna.
Thank you very much.
From Dr. Louis to Dr. Abis Fuleri. Dr. Abis. मुझे दे दें मैडम, it's all right.
इसके डॉक्टर साहब अब आपका है from the model.
I guess I have to take one from both of you. So thank you so much. So I will invite you for a Jinnah Medical Complex launching with the Prime Minister also. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we call this ceremony off, and we have refreshment and then for the session one. Thank you so much for all of you and for your support. Thank you. Oh, yeah. That's madam for you. So I'll take time from you. We have a Future of Health conference coming up, and Prime Minister will be coming. So I will then, want you to be part of that. So we'll be focusing on the human development for the youth, for the future of health.